there is this terrible scam going on, and it's been going on for years, but I just heard about it. Have to share it. Somebody is out there posing to work for Detroit Housing Commission, selling vouchers, sending an inspector, and they don't. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. I'm going to tell you who I am, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to be filming in my car soon. Kinda, sorta. So I have news. Stick around to the end because I have something to reveal. I appreciate so much that you watch me. Subscribing really helps, keeps me motivated to make you more videos. I'm Monique Burns. My husband and I have been buying houses in Detroit since 2007, and we built our own portfolio at that time when the houses were dirt cheap. And then around 2015 to 2020, we took a break and started flipping houses. And we flipped houses, we bought houses ourselves, we renovated them, we sold them to investors, we managed them. I had a property management company from 2015 to 2020. I sold the property management piece, and then I found out what property managers do to kill your profit, and it's horrifying. And so I have a solution, which is going to be at the end of this video, so make sure you watch to the end and find out what very exciting thing I have for you. So this woman is pretending that she works for Detroit Housing Commission, and she has all the language, so it really makes you wonder if she used to work there. And she is having tenants meet her, and I believe what the scam is the tenant is paying her to get a voucher. Tenants out there, you don't pay to get a voucher. You sign up, you get on a waiting list, you go in, you submit all your information. They let you know if you got a voucher, and you don't meet them in the parking lot. But it works for Detroit Housing Commission because they've decided to close their doors since COVID started in 2020. Nobody can go in there right now. So the woman meets them out in the parking lot. And she's like, oh, here you go. Here's your move packet. And that's the piece of paper they have to give to the landlord. And they come to the landlord, and it looks just like a Detroit Housing Commission move packet. One of my friends that got scammed, he said if you look at it carefully, it was kind of Mod Podge together with two different housing commissions, and he only saw it after the fact when he was quite deeply hurt by this. Well, what happens is, as a landlord, we fill out that move packet and we email it in. And in Detroit, it's rafta@dhcmi.org. We all kind of know that email address. Nothing wrong with that. And we all know that they're very slow at responding. So, no big surprise. Nobody emails back, whatever. So they fill it in, they send it in, but the way that we know that they actually got it is when they call to schedule an inspection. So sure enough, the inspector calls. Hey, Mr. Landlord, I'm coming to do an inspection. And the inspector comes, and my friend was saying he was totally believable. This guy had to have worked for Section 8. He caught the branches over the roof and tightened the handrail and little nitpicky stuff that they will call out. If you want to know what typically goes on in a Section 8 inspection, watch this video, but it won't save you from this bad inspector. And so then it passes the inspection, and you find out it passes the inspector. Oh yeah, it passed, whatever, at the house. And so that's the next step. You move the tenant in. And we all know Detroit Housing, it could be a month, 2 months, 3 months before you see any rent. They're horrible at communication. So this woman's getting away with it. And some other woman I saw in a Facebook group was saying that she reached out to MSHDA, Michigan State Housing Development Authority, and said, oh my gosh, you have to hear about this scam. And they're like, old news. You're like our 35th person to tell us about this woman. We're really trying hard to catch her. So what can you do as a landlord? Well, first of all, you're now aware. Secondly, read through that paperwork really well. Third, I don't know if this would help or not, but I sell a list, if you want to link below, and it's my list I've collected over years of all the real email addresses of the people like at Detroit Housing Commission and all the other housing commissions. I keep collecting them. It's on a Google Drive. I update it. I have inspection phone numbers, stuff like that. So what else you could do is you could call the inspection number for that housing commission. It'd be easy to believe whatever number they gave you is the inspection number, but there actually is a real inspection number, and I've got a couple of them on that list. I'm not trying to sell you something, but if you know a friend that could give you that information for that housing commission, hey, what email did you use? What phone number did you use when the inspector called? That would help. Find a local Facebook group, and whatever city you're in, if they're doing this in other cities, reach out. If you have questions, hey, has anybody seen this scam? That's the stuff that could help. And I told you at the end of the video, I want to share with you my big news. I have been asked all the time, like, oh, you give out so much good information, and it would be nice if it were like in a more bite-sized format. So I am putting together a course, and not only is it going to include like all the stuff that's in my videos, but like just in 4-minute segments, the nuts and bolts of each thing that you should need, that you would want to know about Section 8. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to make this a Mac Daddy thing, and I'm going to start from absolute start to finish. Everything that I know from my years of doing this since 2007, 2008. And I'm putting it all together in a course that I'm going to sell. And my goal is to launch it in January. So I'm going to start with how we source the properties in Detroit, how my husband goes through and does the inspection. I'm getting my husband to make a list of everything he buys at Home Depot. So that's going to be part of the course. So like if you're out of state and you're having somebody do some renovation for you, you could say, okay, I'm ordering it for you, pick it up at Home Depot. And that way you know they're getting you the right faucet, that kind of thing. There's so much more to the course. I can't tell you everything right here, but I go into the management part, the Section 8 part, like my whole lease is going to be in there. I'm going to talk about it, which tells you everything you want to know about managing properties yourself. And I hope to save you money and on a lot of mistakes that I've made, but I want to encourage you that you really can do this yourself from out of state, from in state. I promise you. Tell me all your objections. I can handle it with this course. So if you want to be part of this course, you want more information on it, if you want to know the cost, so do I don't know yet. I'm gathering email addresses. So email me here with your email address and I will put you on my mailing list. Or you can make a comment below, but I need your email name so I can get you on my list. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.